Steve, before we talk about tonight, go back to last week, midweek, and then to the weekend. I know that losing the series to Manchester certainly was not something you wanted to have happen, but as you alluded to me a little bit ago during the look at the standings, things are still very jumbled up. Go back to last week and just kind of talk about how things transpired.
Yeah, it was a weekend we look back on, and we had the opportunity to win all three games. We're winning game 1, 3-2, I believe, in the 7th inning, and they end up tying it up in the 8th and taking the lead, or excuse me, the bottom of the 8th, they take the lead and take a 4-3 lead and win game 1 on the Friday. And Saturday, we come out, play a little bit early. We're up 9-5. Have our bullpen set up the way we want to, and kind of blew a lead there. Gave them an 8-run spot in the 8th inning. They ended up winning that one, I believe, 14-10 in that game 2. And then game 3, we had to salvage something, and so our kids came out and did that. Won that final game 14-6 or 14-8, something like that. So we offensively did our part. We've just got to hold some leads there, and we can look back and say we had chances here and there to increase leads, maybe put a team away. But when you set yourself up as well as I thought we did to win the series and then have it kind of taken from us, it was upsetting. But again, we're hoping we can learn from these things. But at some point, we've got to make the adjustments and not just learn from our lessons with the loss. We've got to win some of these opportunities. And last week went 2-2 for the week. And our goal for this week is if we win the day, we have an opportunity to win the week. And so going into Mount St. Joe's today, hopefully can set ourselves up nice for the week by getting a win today. And then the goal in the weekend, every weekend, is to win 2 or 3. And if you do that, you go 3-1 in the week, and then we can continue to hopefully separate ourselves in the standings, not only to compete for the regular season championship, but also just get in the postseason playoff. As you look at our conference right now, the standings are kind of jumbled with how many teams are still in it from top to bottom. That one good weekend from one team, they can be right there back basically at the top. But we got to take care of our business. In this past weekend, we had opportunities against Manchester and weren't able to hold on.
When you talk about the opportunities, and you're still playing with a lot of youth, is that part of it, that you miss those opportunities and because these guys haven't been through this before? Where do you pinpoint the issue?
I wouldn't say it's just youth, because we're having some upperclassmen make some mistakes. It's really just physical, and the physical mistakes are leading to mental issues right there. And we tell our kids, wash it off. Want the baseball the next play.
Yeah.
You can't make one error and then take it to your at-bat or take it to the next ball that's hit to you. And we've got to get better at that. I believe we are, but confidence breeds success, and our kids have to have confidence. And if they believe, like the coaching staff believes, in that each of them are darn good players, that they'll make the next play, it's going to happen. Mistakes are going to happen. We're going to boot a ball. We're going to throw a pitch where we didn't want to throw it. We're going to strike out. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
But you got to move on from it. And we talked to our team about this past weekend. Obviously, being a big Yankee fan like I am, you've got to have a reliever's mentality. And Mariano Rivera, the best closer in all of baseball, when he played, would blow a save here or there. And I guarantee he didn't worry about that the next time he was out there, because he knew he was good enough to get the job done. And though you might not succeed all the time, you still have to have confidence in what you do and understand that not every day you're going to have a great day, but you can learn from those experiences and go out there. And if you keep your confidence, the next time probably won't happen to you. So we've just got to go from there. I'm excited for our club. We have so much talent that if we get it going right, we can roll. But we've got to get on that roll.
Playing at Manchester is different from a pitcher standpoint because it is a small ballpark. Is that a kind of a mental thing going in there, knowing that bottom line is you can get a fly ball and the thing's out of there? So did they have to change their mentality a little bit?
No, I thought we did a great job on the weekend. We didn't really walk many guys, and they did, and we hit home runs with runners on base. They hit solo shots for the most part. The inning they got the 8 runs, we started with 1 walk, and then it was basically single. Just kept finding holes there. So it happens at times, but we have to understand that we've got to make a pitch here, we've got to make a play there to maybe get ourselves out of it. And as we tell our guys too, you never know what that final number is going to be. So instead of maybe giving up 8, why don't we give up 6 or give up 5, or don't let it keep compounding there, because you don't know what the end is. We were down at that point, 14-9, but what if it's at that point, 10-8 or, whatever it may be, and we still have an opportunity to see ourselves back in there. But we also tell our guys momentum stops momentum. So their momentum then, as they brought to us, we got to bring momentum back at them. And we got to go back out there and the next inning, and for the most part in the innings we were seeing offense, we were sometimes seeing 10 pitches in an inning. We've got to be able to fight a little bit harder on our at-bats too, to keep adding on. And again, you never know what that final number is going to be. So we tell our kids that, and again, it'll start to sink in. I mean, we've shown facets of our games to be really good.
Yeah.
We've just got to bring it continually together every single game for us to be where we want to be. But I think we're going to do it, just when.
Game was supposed to be played last night. It is now being played tonight. Don't think that's a really big factor whatsoever. But then talk a little bit about tonight's matchup, and then, of course, as you said, you win tonight, you try to win the week. Talk about this weekend.
Yeah, well, Mount St. Joe's is a team that always swings it well. Ever since I've first been in the conference as an assistant at Defiance and being here at Earlham, they've always swung it well. And they're doing it again this year. They're a little bit of a similar kind of Jekyll and Hyde team as well. They got shut out twice by Wilmington, and they put up 18 and 15 in numbers against Manchester. So you don't know what you're going to get, but it really doesn't matter, as I said, what they're going to do. If we play our game, we're going to be in a position to win. We're going to run the bases. We're going to throw strikes. Kyle Gorman's going to give us another quality start out there. We should have everybody available, that are weekend guys for us to give an inning here, inning there to set up our bullpen if we need it. Defensively, we're going to have to make the routine play and be okay. But I expect them to come out, and they're tied with us in the standings right now, so there's going to be a lot of energy on their part. We got to match that energy as well, too, especially being on the road, coming out of class, traveling, all that stuff. We got to make sure we don't have no excuses other than going there and trying to come back with a win.
Are you going to have your entire staff healthy here relatively soon, or
we're hoping to.
Okay.
Speaking on the fact of Walter, he's thrown a few bullpens for us here recently. He's going to throw another one for us tonight. We'd like to be able to say we can get him back for relief this weekend, but it's really we don't want to rush it on that part. We want to make sure he's feeling good because we want him for the stretch run, not just for one weekend and we have to shut it down. So, but no, he's been feeling good. And the rest of our guys, we're getting healthier. We've been doing the training, we've done the weightlifting and the yoga and all that stuff. So our guys are staying healthy with that. We're making sure we're taking not as aggressive in practice at times and taking days off and understanding how we have to work that. We do have a lot of veterans that are playing a lot for us, so we have to make sure we take care of their bodies. Yesterday, we got the game canceled. We kind of had a lighter day outside, but we were able to be outside, get ground balls, hit on the field, have a little bit of music playing, play relaxed. And so you have to do that at times because, we want to play relaxed out there. If we play relaxed, we're going to be good. And again, as we're getting ourselves later in the season, we are getting healthier, which is a good thing.